Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Srinand Srinivas. I'm a sports medicine consultant at RxDx Clinics. Today we're going to talk about the importance of injuries and how we can avoid it in children during sports and play. Whether your child is a competitive athlete or they're just involved in day-to-day physical activities such as cycling, dancing, or just going downstairs and playing with the other kids, they are vulnerable to injuries. Even though I say they're vulnerable to injuries, a lot of these injuries are actually preventable. In today's video, I will be talking about how we can go about preventing these injuries. Physical activity is vital for growing children, especially if muscles and joints are not properly warmed up. This can happen with any sort of physical activity, right from competitive sports to dance or regular games that happens with other friends. As a parent or a guardian, you can play an important role by implementing these preventive measures in your kid. If you notice your kids slouching or they're constantly complaining of a particular ache, or you notice that they're not moving as freely or moving in a funny way, it's worthwhile asking your doctor about a movement screening to check if there are any imbalances or if there's any stiffness and pain. Injuries often go undiagnosed, and whenever a kid develops an injury while playing, it doesn't show right away. It can show a few months later, it can show a few years later, and this can impair a kid's physical activity. So one of the best ways to prevent these injuries from happening or reduce the risk of these injuries from happening is a procedure called as musculoskeletal screening. Musculoskeletal screening is a process that screens for muscle strength, any joint stiffness, any flexibility issues, or if any imbalances between the right and the left and the front and the back. For example, kid with a very tight hamstring can develop back pain because of excessive load on the spine. So a musculoskeletal screening is strongly recommended for all growing kids or all kids who are physically active. Physical activity, we've been talking about how important physical activity, how it is good for growing kids. Like any other thing in life, too much of a good thing can turn out to be a bad thing. And the same principle applies to physical activity as well. So we should try and have kids get exposed to age-appropriate activity and something that they can cope with, and more importantly, something that they enjoy. It has to be something that they enjoy, because for any physical activity to give you a benefit, or for you to get any benefit from any physical activity, consistency is key. You have to do it day in, day out. You have to do it regularly. It can range from playing cricket, swimming, to dancing, or just going for a walk, going for a jog. There are a number of exercises out there. Find something the kid enjoys. This is important. So we've been talking about physical activity and injuries. So what can you do as a parent or a guardian to reduce the risk of an injury happening to a kid? There are a few simple points to keep in mind. The most important thing is warm up. Regardless of the physical activity, ensure that your kid does a warm up. It could be even like something as simple as going and playing catch with the kids downstairs, but make sure that they do a warm up. This will go a long way. The second most important thing is stretching. Especially given that we are in the digital era and everyone's either looking into their phone, their iPad, their computer, your laptop. So you have this period of inactivity and then they suddenly go into this period of activity. It's ensure that the body is warmed up and given some help to transition into the active state. The third is to observe for any postural changes. If you notice your kids slouching unusually, or you notice that they're unable to sit up for very long, or they like to lie down very often, it's worthwhile getting in a doctor or any medical professional to have a look at it. And the fourth one is to keep your ears and eyes open for complaints of constant aches or pains that come from a kid. Yes, we do hear kids giving excuses sometimes when they don't want to play. They're like, or they want to avoid a physical activity. They just say, oh, my leg is hurting, my back is hurting. But if this persists, it's worthwhile investigating into it. Even if it turns out to be normal, then it's okay. But if we're missing out or something and we catch it, then you will go a long way in preventing an injury from happening. So the 4 points are warm up, stretching, watch out for change in physical patterns, movements. And the fourth one is watch out for any pains or niggles that your kid might complain about. We were talking about physical activity, but what counters the physical activity and ensures that your child is able to perform all the physical activities at an optimal health? Rest, recovery, and nutrition. These are the two most important factors. They are as important as the physical activity as well. Nutrition helps. It not only fuels a kid to go and participate in all the physical activities, it also helps them with recovering from their physical activity. So whenever there's a physical activity, there is a lot of energy expenditure and a lot of fluid loss. So nutrition plays a key role in it, especially in summer where there is a lot of salt loss as well. Making sure that kids are replenished with enough electrolytes, coconut water, a lot of other options are there, buttermilk, and also making sure that they get a good carb, protein, and fat balanced diet. You will hear a lot of topics about going low carb and high protein. That's not necessarily true. Making sure that they get a well-rounded diet is important. The other element is recovery from rest. It's very important that kids space out their physical activity, ensure that they get enough sleep at night time. And sometimes in summer, because of the heat, it's also okay for them to sleep. Take a short nap during the afternoon time just to help them cope with the load. So nutrition and sleep is essential. A lot of the muscle growth, a lot of the bone growth happens when nutrition and sleep are correct. Keeping your kids injury-free starts with awareness. Be supportive of healthy habits, be aware of the pain signals, be aware of postural issues. Encourage safe movement, encourage them to play. If you're not aware of what is the right posture or what is the wrong posture, then you can get a movement screening done by any of your doctors. At RxDx, we offer preventive care, movement screening, and management for children and teenagers. Let's raise strong and healthy kids together.